And then we got Mohawk Valley versus Mass Maelstrom. And now Brady Punch is now joining me after her fearless mission. Did such a great job. I'm so glad you came back and you're unscathed.
Thank you. Yes, I was on a mission to go get some vegan mac and cheese and then go to the bathroom before I got here, but I kind of failed because you got here before me.
As I mentioned before, it was a mission of vital importance.
Yes, vitality.
Yep, we're here on Twitch TV on behalf of Nerd Derby. Thank you, Chad, once again, part of our production team, along with
Chad
Lady
rocks.
Lana. And right now, as I mentioned before, we got Mohawk Roller Derby, number 13 ranked in MRDA against Mass Maelstrom, ranked number 22. And they could do some roster reads here. So if you want, what would you like to start with?
I'm going to take Mass. So in white for Mass Maelstrom, we have number 10, Dirty Frank, 13, George Our Violette, 17, Rosencrumb, 21, Tupac Shocker, 2113, Rancor, 22, Andy S, 26, Kenny Cloud Kicker, 32, Pickering, 40, Mycopathic Chiller, 504, My Baby Daddy, 60, Pearl Jammer, 7, Hasselman, 77, Captain Blivet, 808, The Reckoning, 8475, Count Recula, and that will do it for the players. We have Felon of Troy coaching Mass Maelstrom.
All right, and you're going to see in the black with white trim, that's Mohawk Valley's Quad Fathers. Skating this one, 0101, Deb Crush. Number 10, Chapin. Number 1013, El Majestic. 1116, Pueblo. Number 1213, Fuerza Brutal. Number 1618, Ruffo. Number 187, Mortician Decay. Number 202, DA Funk. Number 315, Deshures. Number 43, Chapin. Number 48, Oxenfree. Number 6, Zelboski. Number 603, Housestar. Number 79, Toe Cutter. Number 96, Stever, who is the captain. And on the coach and bench, we have Gutshot and Slay West. Oh my goodness. Yes, yeah. You give me a look. Yeah, there's two Chapins.
There's two Chapins.
Yes, there are two
Chapins.
Chapins. They are the Chapin pair, yes.
Okay.
Okay. One's male, one's female. Combined together, they're doubly brutal.
Okay.
And Housestar's out there rocking the star for, looks like Mohawk Valley, along with My Baby Daddy.
My Baby Daddy. Had to give a little tongue click there. It is so interesting to watch men's roller derby. Like, this is my actually first time watching men's roller derby, like being here instead of just watching, you know, on video footage and whatnot. And there's just so much acrobatics, and I see some hockey moves going on too. I definitely can tell some of these guys play hockey.
You are absolutely correct on that. You are not kidding. And it looks like we have a penalty. I believe I saw a low block on My Baby Daddy. So now we have a power jam going in favor of Mohawk Valley, as Housestar is currently your lead jam. Great tripod set up in the front with Dirty Frank at the helm.
But a nice little twinkle toes and spin move there. But he did get a track cut penalty assessed. So jammer dosey do. Mark that off on your. Chad's like mad at me for doing that. Come on, it's bingo, Chad. It's bingo. Nobody does bingo. Well, maybe they would if you would throw the darn link up.
So sad to see, but quite a bit of them. You can see, like, to see that, you know, our first opening jam, you get 2 jammer penalties.
Yeah.
But it's for the contest, it's a little bit for men's. It is a little bit more like aggressive, like, as you can say, it's more that hockey mentality you get in there. But then you see a lot of the Gumby acrobatics. It's like you see the ragdoll effect in real life.
I like describing it like that.
Yes.
Gumby moves.
It's almost like interpretive dance in roller derby.
Yes.
But also, that's what also makes MRDA so much fun.
All right, where is everybody watching from today? We want to know. Put it in the comments.
And blood in the water for both teams, 8-3 for Mass in the lead.
I like how our track ninja actually has a like ninja head scarf
Headband.
going on, or headband going on.
That's from their clan.
Legit.
And we have a power start with number 26. That's Kenny Cloud Kicker.
And with some fancy footwork, he is out, and your lead jammer for Maelstrom. I was actually talking to him earlier, Kenny, and he was the one that was telling me that a lot of these guys play hockey, and you'll see that sometimes when they're just skating around, they'll actually move their hands like they have a hockey stick still in their hand because they're muscle memory.
That explains why there's so many forearm calls lately. But hey, 4 points put up on the board there for Maelstrom, starting a huge lead push on Mohawk Valley. Again, they're taking advantage of that power start opportunity.
Star pass to Defunk, but before he can break the zone of engagement, the jam is called off. I actually watched Defunk coach at Coastal Chaos a couple of months ago, and he is a very enthusiastic bench coach.
Enthusiastic, you say?
Very enthusiastic, yes. He gets into it. But the team that he coaches is the, oh, God, and it just left my brain. Remind me, Chad. The team that Defunk coaches. Oh. I think it's something with sirens. Shipyard Sirens.
Shipyard Sirens, that makes sense. Now we got
Chad's like, I've seen too much Derby to remember all that.
As you can see on your screen, Chapin rocking the star for Mohawk Valley, Andy for Maelstrom. Andy getting recycled back behind El Majestic.
Oh, and your lead jammer is Chapin.
Finally working around Pearl Jammer. Meanwhile, Andy finally breaking the pack. She is now working the initial pass. Pack into the straightaway between 2 and 3. Chapin having to call that off after getting locked in by Maelstrom.
He picks up one, though. One better than none.
One, yeah, that is, I like that line. I'm stealing that. And Maelstrom, the host of Battle of Bunker Hill 2019, a tournament that has like developed and grown greatly. I mean, from Wilmington all the way to now I'm blanking now the name of the university.
It's rubbed up on you. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Oh, thanks. Now here we are at the Horgan Arena in Auburn, Massachusetts.
My girl Deb Crush with lead jammer status. Hi, Deb. She doesn't see me at all.
It's like, notice me, senpai, notice me. Deb Crush here also with her merch, rollerderbymerch.com.
Yes.
And able to pick up, Deb scores in 2 points.
Nice. Looks like we've got Pulio on the line for Mohawk.
And I think I do spy Kenny Cloud Kicker next to. And you can see it is that hockey positioning, like
Yep.
right, waiting for that puck to drop.
Yep.
But Kenny Cloud Kicker was being part of a defensive line, creating a 5-player. I'm sorry, it's a 4-player wall there.
Noticing a lot more walls in this game versus the last game, though.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a breakup of the packs, with both these teams very seasoned for several years. Really learned to develop, and playing each other over so many years, they've learned to almost mirror each other one way or another, because they see the effectiveness of their positioning of their players. Now you can see Maelstrom moved up to the front. You have Chiller.
Right.
Great 2-player blocker.
Oh, wow, that was a total hockey move. If I ever saw one. Just
had to really fight
in on that.
Had to fight for that lead, and we have a star pass that's going to go to Pickering.
Julio chasing that Maelstrom pack and calling off after only obtaining 1 point for Mohawk.
Yeah, it was hard for battle, but the defense on both those teams, as you mentioned, was very fantastic the way they were locking in both those jammers. Vallejo had a hard fight trying to pick up that lead, only able to get a good point because of a great star pass, forcing that call off.
Looks like we've got Andy jamming for Mass Maelstrom. And how do you say that one?
House Star.
House Star jamming for Mohawk. Ooh. Ooh. Everybody's falling.
Regular recycle back. And
that was Frank that knocked out House Star, but then he fell.
Nice recycle back. Pearl Jammer waiting up in the front. Took a nice hit. Now both these jammers out. Going a little skate. Andy using House Star as like a little bit of the NASCAR drift.
They looked like they were having a chat.
Oh, yeah. And House Star's like, nope, we're not going to go anywhere. How about that? And Andy, she was perfectly fine with it. Tried to give a little bit of a scooch, not able to pass him. We're going to have a scoreless jam on that one. And that makes 4 jams in a row that Maelstrom has not been able to put any additional points on the board.
Oh, Hellions of Troy, thank you so much for correcting me on that. How could I forget that? Rapunzel is going to be so mad at me.
Especially when we replay that for Rip, which you can on Twitch TV at Nerd Derby. Catch all the replays of all the action here at Battle of Bunker Hill.
All right, jamming for Mohawk, we've got Chapin again and My Baby Daddy for Mass Maelstrom. Chapin getting recycled back, but it looks like My Baby Daddy is out in front with lead jammer status. I just like saying it like that. I don't know why.
And we're getting an illegal contact call. That is going to go on Chapin. So now we have a power jam for Mass Maelstrom.
Power jam. I like doing the rap air horn, too. You're going to learn things about me.
Have you met me yet? Hope you're ready for some rapid-fire puns later.
Oh, I am ready. I'm all about the puns.
Solkowski also reporting back to the box. That's going to give a huge pack advantage to Mass Maelstrom. 4 points picked up by My Baby Daddy. Poised at the front, Pickering trying to chip away a little bit of Mohawk Valley's defense. The rest of Maelstrom came in, giving an opening, another 4 stacked on.
Chapin going around the outside, but ooh. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Where's he going to go? Looks like nowhere.
Yeah, Pickering immediately was quick enough to get to the front of the pack,
Whoa,
opening up a pathway
acrobatics.
for the rest of Maelstrom's blockers to get up to the front as well. But look at this long recycle back for Chapin.
Wow, a very nice hit. Number 2113, that's Ranker.
And we officially have a star pass to El Majestic. And that's going to start working that initial pass. My Baby Daddy waiting outside of turn 4, waiting to watch that clock go down a bit, and we'll call off that jam.
That is a good strategy. Use up that time.
Time is precious, including in Derby.
My main girl, Deb Crush, up again for Mohawk. And I believe that's Kenny Cloudkicker for Mass Maelstrom. Look at Deb. She gets so low.
Yeah, oh, God, yeah.
She knows. I watched her play at Botus with Team New York, and it was incredible watching her and Misty Maven, and New York blew them away.
What I love is not only is she a skilled skater, but she's fiercely strong.
She really is. She plays rugby, too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and so she's just the toughest person I know.
I seen her lift a lift, and I passed out from it.
Yeah. All right, looks like we have Andy jamming for Mass Maelstrom. And who you be?
Yep, Leo.
Pudio. Is that how you say it?
Paleo.
Paleo? I thought it was like Coolio, Pulio.
Coolio.
Yeah. Coolio. Paleo. Does that mean something? Is it like Spanish? I don't know.
You look at me like I'm the informed one.
Well,
No.
you told me how to pronounce it.
I know, because I got assaulted by several roller skate wheels until I learned the right way. But anyways, back on the action. Andy's going to take that lead for Mass Maelstrom. Great defense. Again, the recycling up to the front of the pack is Maelstrom.
Whoa, nice attempt by Andy at that apex jump, but does not quite make it. Has to recycle and try again.
Points
Maybe a
award-
different tactic.
That was like points awarded for incredible height.
Yeah, A+ for the height there. But picking up 4 on the way around is Andy for Mass Maelstrom.
Leo got that star stashed. Meanwhile, Andy, she jumps over the apex corner of turn 2, right into El Majestic. It just hurls Andy to the outfield after a star pass to Defunk, D.A. Funk.
We got the funk. Ow. Give us the funk. Ow. We need the funk. Give us the. In the what? Sad place? The sad place is the penalty box. I was like, what? I thought they were talking about what it meant. Hi, truck. Hi, truck. It's Brady.
And we have that timeout call by Mohawk Valley. 6 minutes, 24 seconds. 8-38. Even I gotta say, for a start off like this, I'm quite surprised seeing this score already. Like, again, Mohawk Valley ranked number 13, Maelstrom number 22.
That is another upset that we've seen today. Earlier, we saw Maine Roller Derby.
Oh my goodness, with
get
Twin State.
Way upset by Twin State.
A lot of it is just capitalizing on those penalties and getting ahead. But real quick, go a quick rundown of our awesome officials here at Battle of Bunker Hill. Our referees for this one are Chop Sword, Dirk Shearer, Recordian, Jean-Philippe Amon, Shipwrecker, Bad Wolf Archer, and
Guinness.
Go for some Guinness right now.
I tried Guinness one time and I was like, ugh, no.
That's the Irish half of me. It's only keeps that Irish individual at bay in my heart. Meanwhile, we got My Baby Daddy and House Star out there on Jeremy Line. House Star getting recycled back, and that is number 7, Hasselman.
Hauser trying to find his way on the inside, but has to change tactics, moving to the outside, but gets recycled by number 7. That is Hasselman. Gotta say, I'm liking this tripod right here. Good stuff.
But like, just look at the fluid and like quick break off and taking a nice chop hit, and that is number 17, Rosencrumb, who's looking for that track cut, and it happened, taking House Star out at turn 1.
Ooh, Frank coming in with the big hits, breaking up that pack so that his jammer can get through. But geez, woo, that was a big hit. Actually, I went to one of Frank's clinics by way of Casco Bay Roller Derby, #YoHoHo. You're welcome, truck. And he had some really, really useful knowledge, and I can see him applying it right here.
And House Star finally getting released from the penalty box. My Baby Daddy having one heck of a time. Dave Funk and Fuerza are brutal, giving the hit. Finally gets that lead jam and quickly has to shut that one down. That's going to be a scoreless jam, remaining 8-83. I'm sorry, 8-38.
Got Chapin jamming for Mohawk. And Kenny Cloudkicker jamming for Maelstrom. I sounded like a cat. I was like, meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow. You're talking to a cat dad over here.
Oh, you're a cat dad? I'm a dog mom. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, pleasure. Creep. And away we go. Hard press off on to Chapin, getting recycle hard back again by Pickering with that forceful push with help of Rancor. Great defense by both these teams. Pack still is yet to cross even just the jammer line. Great exchange as Tupac Shocker forcing Chapin outside and another recycle back this time behind number 4-0 Chiller.
Kenny being recycled back as well, but kicks it up a notch on the outside where he is only taking on 2 of the Mohawk Valley players, but did he get a penalty assist? No, he was just recycling again. All right.
Chapin worked that initial pass, already out lead for Mohawk Valley.
The star is passed, but nothing comes of it. It is a...
But I'm seeing a forearm throw up in the air. I just want to get clarity on who that was out there. I think that was just one of the blockers of Mohawk Valley.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, that went on Maelstrom's, one of their blockers. Got a forearm call at the end there. But still, 3-point pickup by Chapin, bringing him up to 11.
Looks like Tupac Shocker is in the box right now for Maelstrom. We've got Andy and Deb Crush jamming up. Oh, and a big hit by Frank to the outside on Deb. She's not going to like that.
If I was Frank, I'd run.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Deb staying just inside that line. That was amazing footwork, but a big spill. Frank went after her again. Oh, boy. She's going to have some words.
And as recycled into turn 1, Andy already with that lead. Just does a little hop and a skip over turn 2. Going to pick up 4 points. Deb Crush, look how quick she's coming up right behind Andy.
Andy sees her and calls it off.
Quick stop.
Woo, Deb. Deb came sliding down on in. Well, that was intense. I think Frank has it out for Deb.
I said Frank better be hiding.
All right, jamming for Mass, we've got MBD.
My baby daddy. He's not Joe Baby Daddy. It's my baby daddy against
MBD. I think I like saying it like that, MBD.
MBD.
MBD. I'm not going to stop.
But we're going to direction our gameplay call. Waiting to see who that's going to land on.
Yes, that was a direction.
El Majestic, yep.
So MBD is your lead jammer. And just out on his initial is, say it again.
Paleo.
Paleo.
Yeah,
I always want to say Pulio now.
At the same time, Stever tried to go after my baby daddy. That made my daddy able to step around. Going to pick up another 4 and slam that door, bringing it now 46-11. House start there, giving some daps over there to Kenny Cloud Kicker. House start going 2 for 4 for lead jams, looking for a third.
And he gets it.
Yep, there you go.
Looks like he was going to be sandwiched in between 2 of those Mass Maelstrom blockers, but he saw a quick out and went to the outside and went right through. And no points accrued on Mass Maelstrom's part, and, you know, it's kind of like, Kenny's like, all right, whatever. Just kind of threw up his arms like,
Got 2 like true mass. Whatever, kid.
Julio. Yeah, see?
Julio. Ha.
Bonk.
Hey, I got yelled at and so was Paleo. All right.
I was right.
Correction.
I was right. Gosh darn it.
And we're getting an official timeout call there. Speaking of officials, tell me about some of our NSOs for this game.
Well, our lovely NSOs. I am one of them, by the way. Not for this game, but for other games I have been. We've got Toxic Narcotic, Lopez, Apex Predator, Officially Mel, Doomsday Llama, Drop Dead Gorgon, Coops, Muffin, Kinky Linky, and D-Baggins.
And again, if you're joining us here on Twitch TV for Nerd Derby, definitely subscribe to them. You get to see all the action, not only today, but replays of any of the games that you did not catch. And Nerd Derby has been rocking and rolling this year. We're talking about Lobster Roll, Siege Central New York, Battle of the All-Stars, and here at Battle of Bunker Hill.
Also, guys, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to Nerd Derby for free. So, yeah, get on that Prime game if you have it, and subscribe to Nerd Derby. And you get really cool emotes, apparently. Oh, they are kind of cool. I like the sad potato. Put the sad potato up there. It looks like a potato.
That looks nothing like a potato.
It looks like a potato. Put the sad potato up there so everybody knows what I'm talking about.
And if you join us on the stream, you can also reach out to us here on the live chat feed. We'd like to also encourage people to be their own producer for our bouts as well. Hand over some fun facts, information.
Yeah, please. Real information. No lies, please. Come on.
Yeah, and actually, it looks like that there was actually a penalty that was called on Haustar during the previous jam. That's why he's sitting in the box, and My Baby Daddy getting that power start and taking that lead.
Looks like he's going to pick up all four. This time around, barely scooting around, number 1618, Ruffo. I would expect all the Hellions to be watching, Sassy, because your coaches are out here. Hello.
Great defense as House Stars recycled back behind Chiller. And My Baby Daddy looked like they were looking for a call on that one with Stever, but that was a no pass, no penalty. Stever going out as well. 4 more points actually picked up. Still being called for My Baby Daddy.
Housestar had the star off, but this is his initial, and he's going for points. And not anymore.
Another 2 pickup.
For Maelstrom, bringing them to 56.
Nice 10-point jam by My Baby Daddy. This is going to call up Andy rocking that star for Maelstrom. Chapin, who was originally going to come up in the previous jam, now going to rock that star for Mohawk Valley.
And we've got Andy for Maelstrom. Andy has the same socks that I have that say badass and points up to their butt.
That's a bold statement to make, but with Andy, it's absolutely true.
It's definitely true. Ooh, Chapin coming up against a really hard wall there. Number 7 finally knocking him to the outside. That's Hasselman. Andy also finding it difficult to get through the pack, trying to go to the outside, getting knocked out, having to recycle back a couple of times up there in turn 2. Is that turn 2?
Yep, that is turn number 2. Chapin getting squished in there by Hasselman and the Reckoning. And a nice recycle by that's a force by Rosencrumb. Pack now locked into turn number 2. Now it's starting to look like a traffic jam on the 93 in Boston here.
Traffic jam.
Oh,
Derby puns.
No relation to Giraffic Jam.
Ha 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 ha. Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. That's what my students say to me when they think I'm really not funny. They're like, chuckle, chuckle, Miss L. Little sassy ones.
Oxenfree and Fraser Brutal doing a great job recycling Andy back to the outbounds. She is going to go all the way to turn number 3. I think that's B. Schurz leading that stroll to the back. Great defense by these teams. Even Chapin's have one heck of a time.
Uh-oh, Frank's standing next to that Oxenfree wall with what the... Didn't look good there for a second. I was like, what's Frank going to do?
Oh, yeah. He was looking to try to separate D-Funk from the rest of Mohawk Valley.
Which he did do.
Andy out. He's able to stack another 4 on the board. It's going to bring it now to 60-13. 5 minutes, 54 seconds remaining.
Oh, wow. Time flies.
Yeah, because we're having a whole lot of fun
Yes,
here.
we are.
Now Bunker Hill, live from the Horgan Arena in Auburn, Massachusetts.
Deb Crush up for Mohawk Valley. Look at that girl getting low. And we've got Kenny Cloud, kicker for Mass Maelstrom.
And Schiller forcing Deb Crush to return in behind turn number 4.
Ooh,
Quick juke.
very nice hit to the outside by Shocker. Deb was trying to fake him out there with her wiggly arm technique, but Shocker saw past that and was like, nope, I got you.
Kenny up in the front.
Still dogging her, wow.
But Deb Crush, even though knocked out in the straightaway, is lead jam.
She is lead. Well fought, by the way.
Very well fought. Now I love this because now you're seeing the last couple of jams, the defense, both these teams have kicked it up an extra notch.
Yes. It's definitely looking like there's more closeness now.
Let's see. Uh-oh.
Oh, Deb was called on a penalty.
Not seeing what that call is, not seeing any more of the officials hand waving, but we have a star pass to Pickering and that power jam. This would be the 3rd jammer penalty for Mohawk Valley in the first half. Pickering, huge opportunity to spread that score
Pickering up
further.
4.
Now seeing Fuerza Brutal and El Justic along with Chapin up in the front.
So we're going the full 2 minutes here because Deb Crush lost lead by getting a penalty. We only have about 10 seconds left, but just for people who aren't familiar with it, she can no longer end the jam whenever she wants because she lost lead as a result of getting the penalty.
If you notice right there in turn number 3 there, while everyone was paying attention to Deb Crush, Pickering stepped on the inside part of the, well, through the inside line, was able to pick up another 4, bringing it to 68-13.
All right.
Puglia now on the jammer line with my baby now.
Yo. Say it with me.
Puglia.
Thank you.
We're going to start like a crowd chant over here.
Puglia. Puglia. We should. There's not much of a crowd here, but I bet they could pull it off if we asked them to.
They'll be in the palm of our hands.
Like Pulio's your lead jammer.
Yeah, like I was saying, like Pulio's got this jam in it. Oh, and we're getting a track cut on My Baby Daddy. Power jam for Mohawk Valley.
Oh, getting knocked to the outside a little bit. Has to recycle, but Pulio's pretty happy with his progress, I'm guessing.
Coming into this jam, Mohawk Valley scoreless the last 3.
And a nice open door for Pulio to skate right through there. Turning to the track is one of Mass Maelstrom's blockers, and also My Baby Daddy returning to the track now. Coming in hot. My Baby Daddy's trying to force his way up through the inside, but does not see an opening. Cycles back inside and is up against. Oh, I can't even see what's going on up there, but Defunk looks like he didn't even know what happened there, and he went past him.
Tippy toe.
But Majestic ended up getting him out in the end and recycling him back.
Yeah, you could hear the pop from the crowd because it was so close. My Baby Daddy was so back laughing because he's like, I was so close staying in bounds and I fell. How dare you?
Oh, and Frank pulling Pulio back. Coming up through the engagement zone to try and gain some more points, but Frank again, at it again on the outside. Constantly dogging these jammers.
Well, my baby daddy for his third recycle in the last 15 seconds here.
Fourth.
Yeah. Yeah, just stacking up.
Yeah.
And again, it's their great defense. It's just finding those targets and hitting them right at that precious moment where all they need is just stagger them just a little bit, throw them off their agility,
Yeah.
and sure enough, there you go.
It's like Frank has like a sixth sense for knowing when a jammer is about to lose their balance and just taps them to the outside and boop, down they go. And then he pulls them back. Like, happened 4 times right in front of us here. But moving right along, we've got Andy and Howstar on the jam line. Howstar looking like he found a place on the inside, but it's Andy coming up on the inside as lead jammer.
Howstar.
And Howstar is now out.
Took a little bit of digging through the inside part. Indy coming in. She's looking for open inside, keeping an eye back at Howstar. Not able to get around that Mohawk Valley wall. Got hips around just one player, but putting that stop down. Getting a single point, 22-69 here. Brady, we're going to go to halftime.
All right, sounds good.
And welcome back. And welcome back here, second half of Mohawk Valley versus Maelstrom. I am the CAC, being joined by my awesome tag team partner.
Brady Punch.
And they had a really quick halftime because we're trying to catch up on the clock.
Yes.
We're lagging behind.
Because earlier they added like 20 minutes to it for some reason. So now we're trying to make up time so everybody's not here until 10 o'clock at night. No past issues with that, though. I'm not bitter.
But yeah, we've been enjoying this awesome game here, Brady.
Have indeed. I actually was passing by the Mohawk little huddle over there, and Deb came over to the glass and like pretended to hug me and like kissed the gross glass. I'm like,
So she like
the things we do for love.
So she Patrick's. Yes.
You do not do that, Chad is saying. You do
Ew.
not kiss the glass at a hockey rink.
You don't need a vaccine, you just need that.
But anyhow, we are getting underway now with Howsar jamming for Mohawk and MBD for Maelstrom. And it looks like, yes, Howsar is your lead jammer. My baby daddy is, tiptoeing and sliding his way out to the front of the pack. But it looks like Howsar is picking up 4 points on that pass.
Mohawk showing off dominance. They picked up 10 out of those 19 lead jams in the previous half. And now here, as you see, Howsar with that lead. And now they're going to be losing El Majestic to the box. Pickering holding that star with a star pass, trying to get around that pack. At the end of this jam, Brady, I got some secret information from the inside. Yes.
Okay, tell us all about it.
I'll tell you at the very end of the jam.
Okay. Which is right now.
Son of a. Announcer's curse. Okay, so remember we had that official review that was going to halftime?
Yes.
So Maelstrom was looking for a delayed hit call on the jammer from Mohawk Valley, which was Howsar. And what was deemed by the officials was it was delayed hit, but it was to avoid a worse hit coming. So they actually did lose that official review in the first half.
Oh, wow.
It does not count to their second half, though,
Okay.
which is good.
Yes,
but,
that is good.
But yeah, no call stands.
Okay. Got Andy and Chapin on the jam line now. Andy's just kind of patiently waiting there, kind of playing blocker, it looks like. Chapin fighting hard, though, pushing the pack all the way forward. And now Andy's going to give getting past a try. Fuerza Brutal giving her a hit to the inside, but she keeps pressing up against this pack. And eventually jumps through to the inside. Andy is your lead jammer.
Recording and calling a forearm call. I don't see anyone get to the box yet. Not reporting in time there. Yep.
Failure to report on the pivot.
No, they're like, nope, she's just wearing that one for them. It's just they
Okay.
could not. They couldn't
They
hear.
couldn't hear.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It is extremely loud in here, as it is with if you have ever been to an event like this before, you know what I'm talking about. Actually had Matante come up to me and was like, you need to be louder. I need to hear you in the middle when you're saying stand and done. And I was like, oh, okay. I will scream.
And little did they know, the Pandora's box they unleashed. That is Brady Bunch.
That's me. I took her at her word. And she looked at me like, okay, I get it. Rejoining the pack, it looks like, our pivot is a successful star pass to Mohawk Valley pivot, El Majestic.
It was just great. He just came and snatched it right from Champ and took off.
Very good effort put forth on the Mohawk side.
Forcing that call off after 8 points picked up by Andy.
All right, Deb Crush lining up for Mohawk up against Kenny Cloud Kicker, it looks like. Deb is the lowest of the low. And I mean that in a very positive way.
This is the same skater.
She
He
knows.
mentioned Patrick Starfish the glass earlier.
Yes.
Going out behind Chiller, getting restuck back in. Lost a piece of equipment. It looks like actually some tape there. Just tossed to the bench.
I think it was her strap that holds down her laces. Looks like something, but no skin off Deb's nose as she tries to, looks like, cartwheel her way on the inside, but that does not work. She does get a little bit of a push from, I think that was that Frank? Or
Yeah, I think it was on that.
Oh no, Frank's not out there. It was someone else. But it looks like she got a push from one of the Mass Maelstrom players. And it actually helped her get forward past the back. She picks up 4 more for Mohawk.
Deb Crush now going 4 for 5 for lead jams.
I think I smell an MVP for Deb here.
That's quite a
We're doing
possibility.
MVPs this game?
Oh yeah, we're doing
Okay.
the MVPs are grand at Battle Bunker Hill.
Awesome.
It becomes its own main event itself.
Because I was noticing we weren't doing them right after the games themselves. So that all comes right at the end.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Gotcha.
The grand award ceremony. 4 points picked up by Deb Crush after a star pass to Pickering. And now that's going to call up Polio and...
Julio.
Now sneaking out of nowhere, my baby daddy. Very stealthy-like is MVD.
Julio getting recycled back by number 17, Rosencrom. Oh, and a nice deep hit on it. He locked down and pumped up that hit, threw him off balance, had to go to the inside. Julio again trying to go to the inside. Recycled.
Great defensive wall, very, very versatile and holding my baby daddy down. Pearl Jammer is trying to open that up. Meanwhile, Polio comes around the front of the pack, almost got lead and went down, and now officially gets lead for Mohawk Valley.
My baby daddy took the star off, intending to pass, but then said, nah, I got this. Oh, and a call off from the floor. A big, big hit. I think that was Frank again.
And here's the derby love between them. It was Mass Mail surrounded him
Yeah.
and went to go check on him, make sure he was okay.
Yeah, that was totally Frank. Hashtag Frank. Let's watch that replay. Comes up and around. Oh, no, it was. Oh, that was an old replay. How dare you, Chad? Oh, Chad.
It's just when there's a lot of awesome
broken
moments to
equipment.
capture.
It just becomes too much for the stem deck system to handle, and it just poops out.
So Hoots are out there rocking that star for Mohawk. Andy for Mass Mail. Hoots Hausar is going to take lead. That is going to be number 4 out of 5 for Mohawk Valley in the second half.
Looked like a no. Was that a no pass, no penalty?
I don't know, just something to see a legal procedure being called
Okay.
on the one of the blockers for Mohawk Valley, a forearm call as well. So they're going to be down 2 blockers from their pack. Andy going to do a quick, graceful glide through the air.
Oh, and Andy realizing that they didn't have the star on, so that does not count for anything.
But we do have Hozar go into the penalty box, and now we have Power Jam for Andy and Mass Mail.
So Andy's going to try to take advantage of this. And picks up 4. There we are.
Sometimes it's those little mistakes. They're just going to start eating away at you.
Right. Good team effort there on Mohawk's part.
Be Sure's came in with the fury and just started rebounding off of everybody. But now getting a forearm call. And a misconduct also being asserted to Be Sure's. That's a double penalty.
So it looks like Fuerza and Oxenfree are the only ones up against Andy right now. They're trying to help out their jammer as well, but then they got to worry about Andy coming back. So here they come again to try to wall up. Andy coming in butt first and squeaks by Oxenfree for another 4 for Mass Maelstrom. And with that, the jam is finished. We are now at 93 Mass Maelstrom to 38 Mohawk Valley. DeFunk coming up to jam against Kenny Cloud Kicker for Mass.
And that's 16-point jam. Biggest jam so far in this game.
Funk fighting hard, trying to find one spot, but he's got one blocker down, so he sees an opportunity to go up the center. And he blows right through there with a side surf. Coming up behind Kenny Cloud Kicker, who now has lead, but he didn't pick up any points on that, unfortunately. Very good. At this team, I gotta hand it to Mohawk Valley. This team is giving it all they got.
Absolutely.
They're leaving everything on the track, right, Chad? I'm obsessed with announcer bingo.
I'm just glad I'm on the other side, far from Chad. And out there, Deb Crush being jamming for Mohawk Valley, my baby daddy, who gets knocked to the infield and is going to recycle back behind Seaver.
This gives Deb Crush a good opportunity because she's been pushing and pushing and pushing the pack up. They are bridging, though, so that the no pack doesn't get called and they have to let her go. So they once again have her tied up in a wall, and she has to recycle back because she was hit out by, it looks like, two-pack. Two-pack, my bad.
And after over 30 seconds from the jam, we've got my baby daddy finally getting that lead. Deb Crush out of the pack, trying to make her way through the initial pass. And we're getting forearm calls. That's going to go and Be Sure's yet again to the penalty box.
Deb Crush not picking up anything on that pass, but darn it, did she try. The little engine that could.
The little engine that crush.
That could crush you.
Crush you.
We will crush you.
I smell a chant for Deb Crush. Book it. All right, Paleo now up against Andy. And a little bit of jammer defense. Andy no-selling Paleo. As Paleo's trying to just knock Andy, take her out to the outside. But Paleo got a nice opening through the inside line there of turn 1, Brady.
Looks like Andy's still fighting their way, but they found it through the inside, and they are on their initial. Frank saying, hey, I pulled him back. What the heck? Oh, but it is a track cut penalty assessed to Pulio. This is a power jam for Mass Maelstrom. Andy is actually looking a little worn out, wouldn't you say? Andy looking like, you know, they've skated a whole lot. They're like, nope,
Yep.
I'm done.
And with that, we got that star pass too. Rosencrumb.
And sometimes you got to know your own limits, you know?
Yeah, well, you have to preserve your energy if you got more of the game coming. Rosencrumb trying to take an
Yowza!
hard hit. We could feel it in the floor here.
I heard it
at the
through my
Horgan.
headphones. Yikes.
Ooh.
Concrete is not nice.
It is not your friend.
It is not, no.
Rosencrumb getting knocked around. Still has that star stash. And in the meantime, Paleo came off the jam box, gets lapped around, comes around and picks up 4 points for Mohawk Valley.
And it's kind of difficult to see what's going on over there because there are officials and everybody else doing their jobs. So let me see if I can look on this camera here. It's looking like Pulio to the outside, but steps out. Frank is going back, saying, get back here, Pulio. Pulio taking his time, though.
Yeah, with that penalty, riding out those 2 minutes left, he soloed on the board. We only had roughly about 10 seconds to go, so why waste that time?
True that.
Come back here and replay. Rosencrumb tries to jump the apex and gets laid out into the infield. We're going to watch this one more time here, Brady.
Yes.
Watch Rosencrumb now come back in, goes for the leap.
Boom. Gets laid out right in the middle.
And a timeout call by Toronto.
I think this would be a great time to thank one of our sponsors, Sociopath.
I like how you read my mind on that one.
Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom sewn-to-order leg wear for teams and individuals. Their size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. Team discounts are available, so please see sociopath.ca for more details. That's SEWCIOPATH.ca.
Whoa. And if you're a fan of...
Did you?
Really?
You met Sociopath? Cool. Wait, where? La Foire de who? La Foire du Nord? Will some French person tell me how to say this, please?
I was going to say.
La Foire du Nord. The Fair of the North. Ah, cool. How was it? Your last stream. Ah, the last one. Oh, before this one. Okay. La Foire du Nord. I like saying it. Like I'm French. There are a number of French people here today, by the way, like Toronto, Montreal teams, and I keep hearing them speaking French, and I'm like, yes, I don't know what you said, but say it more. Oh.
Illegal contact call.
Yes, I was just about to say lead jammer status awarded to Mohawk, but it looks like that is not to be, and we are going to go the full 2 minutes because remember, you cannot retain your lead jammer status if you have been assessed a penalty.
I'm just curious, though, if he did get that lead jam or if the legal contact was made beforehand, but we're going to find out
That
here.
may be the case.
Yeah.
The lead may still be open.
Yeah,
we will see when ref
yeah,
looking
actually,
around.
Yeah, Jammer was looking, and
He's looking. He doesn't know if
he's just going to
yes! Oh, he is lead! All right.
Opa.
Well, you know, that's another thing. It's like being a ref, you have to communicate with others on the track. And you don't want to make a call before you know absolutely 100% that that's the right call to make.
Absolutely. All our great officials here at Battle of Bunker Hill did a fantastic job. Yeah, Hotzar finally out of the pack after coming back out of the box, working the initial pass. But Kenny's going to have to shut that one down. Giving some love to Oxenfree, held him at bay. Only able to pick up, it looks like a single point now, 45-102 for Maelstrom.
Deb Crush coming to the line for Mohawk, fixing her skate. She lost that one piece earlier. And, coming around the track. Guess who it is? My baby daddy.
So stealthy all the time.
Yes.
But it's an interesting tactic where certain skaters will stay even only back locked in at turn 4. he just comes in ghosting ever so quietly and slowly in. And it's paid because now he's up in the front part of the pack with Mohawk Valley. Deb Crush now getting knocked by Frank into the infield. Now Recula holding at bay Deb Crush.
Oh, Deb tiptoeing to the inside, but unable to stay in bounds. So she is recycled back by Frank. Oh, but it looks like a track cut penalty is assessed to My Baby Daddy, and Deb Crush can now get out of the pack and try to score some points.
Oop, but instead we got a star pass.
Oh, never mind. There's a star pass. Just kidding. I literally looked up and there was.
That's how quick
there
everyone
was.
moves out here. They move so quick out here. El Majestic.
Frank delivering the hits and the follow through out here, but Majestic is able to knock him off balance and get by and putting up 4 more points for Mohawk. Coming back to the track now is My Baby Daddy.
Now again a gameplay call. And not seeing oh, there, they went on Fuerza Brutal.
I believe that's her first penalty of the game. I haven't seen Fuerza go to the box
go with you on
yet.
that. Whoa, and through the air.
Wow.
Later than air, My Baby Daddy. Beautiful leap on the turn 4 apex.
Ooh, hard fall off balance for Majestic there, but Mohawk's ready to take him on when he gets back up. Or, I'm sorry, Maelstrom.
And Steve
And
looks
that
for the return.
is the jam.
Yeah, still pick up a couple more points. Yeah, let's hopefully we got that replay on that one maybe.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh!
Chad, come on.
I can just
Oh, Chad was busy doing something important, so and now he's crying about not getting the replay on that.
Actually doing work.
Did you get the replay on the track jump that happened here when Montreal and Toronto, both jammers jumped at the same time? You did get that? Okay, good, because I need to see that.
And and you can see that in the awesome replay.
Yes, all of you can. All of you who are watching now can see that because guess what? Nerd Derby has it, so go see it. It's amazing. Speaking of amazing, we have Maelstrom recycling back Mohawk Valley's Chapin. And we have Andy as our lead jammer, which is amazing. And amazing Andy.
Amazing.
Again, Andy looking pretty beat. Andy's been used a lot in this game, so I can tell that their energy's kind of waning. Still putting forth a little bit of effort, but not enough to make it too exciting getting through the pack. Andy's just like, yeah, I got this. It's easy. Andy picking up only 2 points there because it looked like some skaters were down and not able to gain points on. So how people gain points is by passing people's hips who are upright. So you can't get points on a player who is down on the ground, which makes a ref's job even harder because they have to remember, oh yeah, that person was down when they were passing. They don't get that point. So it's lots of learning curves going on.
Yeah,
Looks like we may have a directional call here on Mohawk Valley. Yes, we do. Someone being sent to the box. That is number 6, Salkowski.
Yeah, just saying, it's all on the hips. Andy with doing the skate exchange between both skates, keeping the balance, staying and getting another 4 points. But Chapin now finally out of that pack. It took a whole minute and I'd say about 40, 45 seconds just to get out of the pack and start that initial pass. Andy up with another 4, putting up, it looks like about 14 points on that jam.
Looks like Chapin is talking to the refs, but very upset about something. I mean, players are definitely free to speak to refs, but they have to do it respectfully. That's for sure. So, hey guys, please listen up on the feed. We are only 69 followers away from 1,000 followers. So please, if you have not made a Twitch account and followed the channel, please, please, please do that. That is such a small number. So please follow Twitch. I will, you know what? Here we go. I will make it 68 away because I will sign up for a Twitch account.
And on that last jam,
I haven't followed yet because
kicker.
I am a dork and I haven't done it yet.
On that last jam there, Kenny Cloud kicker
Where do I go? What do I
picking
do?
up 2 points after taking that lead. Now bringing up 122 to 55. And that's going to be Polio come up to the jam line with My Baby Daddy.
If you guys want to follow the channel, which I am going to do right after the game, you can download the app. Andy always looks tired. Aw. No. Chad's saying he doesn't think Andy's really tired. It's
Maybe
just a fake
Andy's
out.
like in a Zen meditative state.
Maybe. Maybe. Julio getting pulled back by Chiller to attempt to break through the pack again. And Julio again being pulled back by Chiller. This is a trend we're seeing here. My Baby Daddy looking like he's going through on the inside, pushing that pack forward, trying to force a no pack so they have to let him go, but he breaks through on his own and picks up lead jammer status. Oh, and it looks like he's stopping to play with Julio, and Julio jumps to the inside.
And My Baby Daddy like just waiting for that moment, and we'll wrap up that one jam.
Like we have about a little less than 7 minutes left to play here. Let's make a bet.
Yep.
How many more jams do you think we're going to have in these last like 7-ish minutes?
7 minutes. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go with 5.
I'm going to go with 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
5 and 7. Let's
do
see.
it.
And what do you think?
Wait, we got to shake on it.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what are we betting?
A ham sandwich. No, I don't like that.
Ham sandwich?
I don't know. You're talking to me. I'm an announcer. I'm broke.
Well, how about just guts and glory?
Guts and glory. I like that.
All right, we shook hands on it.
All
and
right.
Deb Crush is lead jammer. Yeah, you go, girl.
Loser has to raise the hand of the winner. How about that?
Ah, there we go.
Yeah,
that too.
All
I will
right.
agree to that amendment.
Okay, so you got Andy back out there, as you mentioned, with Deb Crush.
Deb finding her way on the outside like a bullet coming through. She gets 4 more points on that pass. One jam down, 6 to go before you raise my hand.
Yeah, we'll
in
see.
winning glory.
And a timeout call by Mohawk Valley, just to like create the more intensity. As it. But that is the first time in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jams that it took for Mohawk Valley to get a lead jam.
Oh, wow.
And so Deb Crush coming through with that.
Yes. Major high fives and hugs for Deb today.
And
Faux show.
And don't forget, if you love both of these teams, they will be playing tomorrow, starting off at 9 a.m. I'll be here bright and early for that. Mohawk Valley
Same.
versus Toronto.
What do Bedouins have in common?
Okay, guys, we got a joke
Wait,
here from Chad.
what
do Bedouins have in common with roller derby players? That was awful. They live with intensities. That was awful. Chad, your speaking privileges have been revoked.
Oh, no.
Good thing he's not on the mic right now. God, can you imagine? Banshee, don't laugh at that. Don't encourage him.
Great.
That's such a dad joke.
He's got dad jokes for days, kid.
I mean, he is a dad, so I mean, it makes sense. But it's true. Hi, kids. Hi, Wolf Bucket. How you doing? That's his son's account, by the way. Adorable.
And now we got D-Funk rocking that star for Mohawk Valley and Kenny Cloud kickoff for Maelstrom.
Oh, and it looks like lead jammer status is awarded to DeFunk, and he's flying around the track. I love it.
Yeah, great defense set up by Mohawk Valley, keeping that big lockdown on Kenny Clarker. Finally able to get through, but already one lap through is DA Funk.
And Funk is calling it with our second out of 7 jams before you raise my hand.
Just say,
In
what
winning
happens
glory.
what happens if neither of us get it?
Then Chad wins. Chad wins.
Chad always wins.
No, he doesn't.
He's a winner,
Oh,
winner.
Oh, Chad. I can't get over these fluffy pens everybody's looking. I wish everybody could see these fluffy pens because they're just absolutely ridiculous. They look like part of a Muppet. It's ridiculous. They're like tie-dye and floofy.
Where do you think I got them from?
The same place you got your Baphomet Lisa Frank bag from?
No, I killed Muppets.
Oh, of course. He skinned a Muppet. Yes, naturally. And naturally, Pulio has lead jammer status. Ding, ding, ding. We got a star pass to, looks like Pickering from the Mass side.
And the Mass Mail wall is been annihilated by Mohawk Valley, keeping that opening. That's 3 in a row of just 4-0 jams.
Third out of 7.
I see.
Before you raise my hand. Gonna keep saying it. My girl Deb Crush lining up against my baby daddy. It's my girl and my baby daddy.
That's my girl and my baby daddy. Next on Jerry Springer.
Yes. All right, Deb Crush trying to go up outside, but Frank finds her again. I am going to have a talk with Frank. Seriously. Frank gets a penalty. Ha, karma. That's what you get for picking on my girl, Frank. I'm going to tell him.
And she will be picking up that lead. That is 4 in a row for Mohawk Valley. Pack still up at turn number 2. And we're getting another forearm call. Not saying where that is.
Deb did not pick up any points. It looks like she's sassing my baby daddy. She was sassing him and giving him a hug.
Yeah.
How dare she?
Scoreless jam, bringing it to 122.67.
All right.
You know, I think you're going to win this one because we got 2 minutes, 32 seconds remaining. But anything can happen. Stranger things have happened in roller derby.
Don't say stranger things. Another derby phrase. All right, DeFunk.
Wait a minute.
Starting out on a power jam.
Yes.
That's awesome. That was some power coming forth on DeFunk's part. He's like, yeah. Let's go, DeFunk. Pick us some points. Help him out. Help him out. All right, and he makes it through with 4 on the board for Mohawk Valley.
And on the side, my daddy's telling Dave, no, slow down, you'll be fine. Don't exert your energy.
And he slides onto the track. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, not in your camera view, but my baby daddy comes rushing out into turn 1 and just did a complete, a complete belly flop.
Going to the box for her first penalty is number 60. That is
Pearl Jamma.
Who I am surprised is not a jammer, by the way.
Well, used to be. When she stayed for Connecticut.
Okay, fun fact.
Yeah.
Looks like Mohawk picked up 4 more. Bringing them to 75. And are we now past your point?
But we're now going to jam 6 out of that with about a minute and 10 left.
We are close.
Hold on a second. All
right.
Run the clock. All right, I'm back.
Still heard that.
Good.
We do not have the wrong headphones.
See?
No way. Okay, test.
No, we're good.
I'm still talking. No, we heard it because he shouted it and my microphone picked it up.
Can we put a mute button on hers? Like I just hit-
Hey, come on. I think a lot of people think that, actually.
Oh no!
You shut her up.
And we have our official timeout, but as we're going to go into jam number 19 coming up, 6 according to our betting brackets. We got Deb Crush and Kenny Cloud Kicker here.
And Deb Crush getting lower than usual now.
Oh, it
Booty.
looks like they actually wore that
Booty.
timeout to Mohawk Valley using that final one. They
Okay.
still have an official review they can use.
All right, come on, Mohawk Valley. Let's put some more points up on the board. But it looks like a multiplayer penalty being assessed to the Maelstrom pivot, Rosencrum. Deb still fighting her way, trying to stay inside, tiptoeing to the inside, ducking to the middle, but comes up against Frank again. Frank, get out of the way!
But yeah,
Thank goodness a no pack was called.
had to finally go.
Oh, God.
Pearl Jammer yelling, "Let her go!"
We got to get a picture of Deb and Frank later because this has been all game.
Yep, and again, and here you go again.
Friggin'
As she
Frank.
gets recycled back here at turn 2.
Again. Oh, and her teammates trying to help her out there. She goes up to the hips but doesn't follow through. Deb picking up. She does pick up the full 4 on that. Nice job, Deb.
Oh, and we got a Fisher review call. And based on that Fisher review, either you're going to win or lose on this one.
Because that was the 7th? Or that was the 6th?
7th. Yeah, that was the 6th. We had 4 seconds remaining on the clock. If no one called in a Fisher review, which I'm going to call a Fisher review on that because that's bogus.
No, it is not
Yes,
bogus.
it is.
You're just mad because I am going to win this bet, which I never win bets, by the way.
Oh, I was going to say, I never win them either, so it's all right. I'm just going to sip on my Unicorn Kisses Polar Seltzer.
I have tried those, and they're not that bad. Not that bad.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like candy. It's kind of weird.
It tastes.
Yeah, Smarties. Yes. Oh my God. If you put Smarties in a bottle of water, that's literally that drink, right there.
Have you put Mentos in a bottle of Coke? You totally should.
Hey, look at that. We're getting another jam. Wouldn't you know it?
Because they burned it as a timeout.
I
Quick,
win.
quick.
I win.
Quickly, someone call another official review at this.
Not gonna happen. I win. Defunk almost losing the jammer penny there. It's kind of up the back of his helmet because he was crawling underneath some people to get back up. It's riding up. His panties are riding up. Getting recycled is Defunk, but still pushing that Maelstrom pack forward and forward.
And it looks like, yeah, Mohawk Valley losing their pivot to a forearm call.
And Defunk is the lead jammer for our last jam
So
of the game.
I got to point out something. You called it 7 jams. 7 straight jams lead went right to Mohawk Valley as well.
Wow!
So
double cool.
Play the lottery. Lucky 7 is for you.
Lucky 7 is for me, and
And-
now you have to raise my hand in glory because I am
Not
the
until I
winner.
hear the final whistle.
No.
No. Hey.
Literally, look, there's literally no period clock left.
Now I'm saying,
We're not
unofficial
getting any more
score,
jams. I
anything
win.
can happen.
I win.
It's strange. Nope.
I win.
Nope.
You are such a hard head.
I am not conceding until we have a recount in the votes.
Oh, be quiet.
I'm moving to the Supreme Court with this one. But thank you for joining us here. We're going to wait till we get the final score. But coming up next, we're going to have Providence versus Twin State at 5 o'clock. And guess what? I'm raising your hand.
Win!
Mass Maelstrom wins 122-79.
Thank you all for watching on the stream, by the way. We appreciate you guys checking in with us. And stay tuned because we got more and more roller derby coming up next.
Absolutely.
I'm Brady Punch.
And I'm the CAC.
And we are out.